Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. This is Mystic Sonia, and today we are going to do a timeless reading. This reading will be about how your person is feeling right now or thinking right now. I have shuffled the cards and divided it into three piles. So you can choose the pile which you connect with the most, and guys, this is a timeless reading, and you take whatever resonates with you and leave behind the rest. The first pile here is with the stone jasper, red jasper. The second pile is with amethyst, and the third pile has green aventurine. Guys, let's go on with pile number one now. So pile number one, let's see what you guys have here. Rebirth, control, creativity, aloneness, moment to moment, the fool, postponement, compromise, and healing. This person is uh, going through a lot of emotional turmoil in his life. He is trying very hard to control his emotions, his feelings towards you. This person is, I'm getting a very anxious energy here with this deck. Uh, this person is actually uh, someone who is very intuitive. He could be very spiritual also, and he could also be a person who is into some sort of artistic forms or some sort of creative work. It could be astrology or something, is what I'm guessing here, or he has something which is related to art, or I'm I'm getting a sense that he may be into maybe architecture or drawing or an artist. Maybe he has a band of his own. That's the kind of work this guy is associated with. As far as his emotions and feelings towards you are concerned, he's trying it very hard to control and overcome the feelings which he has for you. There may be something which happened in the past between you two guys, and this is actually, so this card actually shows that this time, right now, this person is actually conquering his own fears, his own emotions, his own feelings, because he's been feeling very sad. I'm getting a very sad and anxious energy, and it's a very good card, because these two cards together means that this guy is actually in a state where he is getting into that phase of taking control of himself, getting control over his feelings, and not letting those feelings affect what he actually wants to see and do further in his life. These two cards also give way to this card, which is aloneness. So aloneness is not loneliness. Aloneness is a very positive card, uh, as far as I feel, because this state of mind gives you clarity. You actually tune inward and see what is going on with you, with your emotions, with your feelings, what is the next step he needs to take. So after this feeling of turmoil and getting in control of your emotions. This is a state where he actually reflects himself, reflects upon what is going on with his life, what is the next step he needs to take. Also, this card actually proves that this is all a cycle and a pattern which is going to happen, because this moment to moment card which is here, it says that he needs to take his actions very slowly and cautiously. He can't, like, he shouldn't be jumping off into any sort of conclusion or any sort of feeling which he has for you. He's actually calculating his moves, is what I feel right now here. He is not sure how to approach you. He is not sure what is the right way to approach you. He's actually thinking a lot. There's a lot of thinking work which is going here, and once he gets clarity of what he's going to do next, or maybe whenever he's ready to approach you, I think he'll come to you, not very sudden. He'll maybe give you some hints, or maybe he'll try to get in touch with you through some other ways or means. And this card basically says that a sort of an indirect and slow approach. I also sense a lot of slow moving energy here. And also this card, the Fool card, it's a very good card, guys, because this shows that this person is coming to you with a very fresh approach and very new energy. This card is full of possibilities. He's just free of taking that next step. He's confident, and he's coming to you with a new energy, a new message, a new feeling, and he's not thinking about anything that could go right or that could go wrong. He's actually it's sort of a fresh start for him. He wants to connect with you, and he wants to talk to you, and he's not thinking about all those things because he's done his work. He's sort of healed himself. He's now in control of his emotions. He's done a lot of thinking work here, and he's now ready to come to you with a message, with a new beginning, new start. Maybe you guys were talking in the past, and maybe the connection just got lost somewhere, or maybe the communication stopped. This card actually shows that the communication is about to begin now, with a very fresh and new approach. Also, this card, postponement. So somewhere along with these cards, or whenever this phase was happening, and whenever he was going through a lot of turmoil and a lot of inner thinking and anxiety and sadness and stress, he also was in a state where he thought that this connection will take a lot of time to bloom or to get reconnected again, or maybe he thought that he was second guessing of the possibilities of the connection with you. But with this card now, which comes after this card, and with the combination of this card, I sense that this guy uh, is ready to take a plunge. He is still unsure of what could this connection lead to, or what may or may not happen, but he's ready to come to you. He's ready to make his next move. And with this card, I think it says compromise, but here I'm getting a sense that whenever this guy approaches you or starts a new communication with you, I think you should also be a little reciprocative, because the kind of energy blocks I'm seeing here, I'm also sensing it with you in the picture. So it's like this sort of emotional distress, pain, anxiety, sadness is towards your end as well. So he's also going through the same thing as you are, as far as the emotional blockage or anxiety or confusion is concerned. So whenever he's taking the next move, or he gets in touch with you whenever he's ready, just support his communication, or be a little open to hear whatever he has to hear, instead of being judgmental or whatever. I'm not saying that you are judgmental, but then it basically is a message which says that just be a little more open and reciprocative whenever that communication happens, instead of being defensive about it, because that way it will open a channel of communication between you two whenever it is indicated, and it's indicated very soon. Also, this last card, not last, I'm actually not going into the arrangement and the sequencing of cards, because here I am using this Osho's and tarot deck, and I particularly don't follow a sequencing or a pattern. I usually go by the feelings and the actions which are followed. So this card actually is a very beautiful card. It says healing. You two guys actually have some sort of a spiritual connection, is what I feel here. Whenever you guys are together, you both are in a happy state of mind. It's like an absolute bliss whenever you two guys are together. I also sense that this connection is sort of either a soulmate or a twin flame connection, and this it's a very special connection. It's like you guys are spiritually connected, and just something happened, you guys lost in touch, stopped communicating, but I think there is a open channel. Maybe this guy can also approach you regarding some work, or he might have some plans, or maybe you are in some sort of a creative work. You have that artistic side, that creative side within you, and he may also approach you with something uh, regarding a project or an artistic work, or maybe something he has in mind. So remember guys, when I talked about an indirect approach, this could also be one of the subjects which he may bring, or maybe he has a plan or a new business venture, or maybe he wants to do something with you, like associate in a project which he's planning, or yeah, that's what I sense here. So thank you guys. Let me know in the comment section below, how did you find my reading. I'll now get on to pile number 2. This is for the ones who picked up amethyst. Uh, let's see what the cards have to say. Rebel, toning in, guilt, experiencing, courage, sorrow, maturity, schizophrenia, projections. I am sensing that your person is going through a very hard time. He's, especially this card, sorrow, uh, defines a state where there's a lot happening within the person, and he's unable to communicate it to anyone. So basically, there is no outlet to him as far as his emotions are concerned. He's juggling with all these energies and emotions inside within him, with no friends, no family, nothing, no one to communicate to, and he's really, really sad here. And there is a lot of heaviness which I sense here in this deck. There's a lot of heavy energy which I'm feeling right now. Also, this person is somewhere stuck. He's not able to maybe leave his past behind and come forward to you. He's constantly in a state of dilemma whether to move forward or backward, whether to come to you or not. He's actually confused. Uh, he doesn't know what to do, whether to move forward or go backwards. He's actually very sad, confused, and also in a lot of guilt. So this card, which is here, it's says guilt, and the kind of energy, the kind of energy which I'm sensing right now is that maybe this guy did something to you which he's extremely guilty about. And that is what is making this confusion happen. He's actually feeling that he's nowhere. He's somewhere stuck in the middle. He has no way to go around. He's stuck with his emotions. No one to share. No one to understand what he's actually feeling. There's a lot of energy blockage which is there within this guy. There is no release of this energy anywhere. There's a lot of guilt which is eating his mind and mental space, and there's a lot of sadness, sorrow, anxiety, worry, and a lot of confusion as far as this relationship with you is concerned. He's actually in an undecisive state whether to move forward with this connection or not. This card actually shows a little girl who's probably somewhere in a park, and she's actually hugging the tree, but she's also crying if you look close. I don't know if you guys can see or not. And I am actually sensing this exact feeling which this guy is having right now. He's for an exterior outer world, he's pretending to be happy, pretending to have everything which he wants, and maybe his friends and family think that has everything in his life. Everything is blooming around him. He's absolute happy, but from within, if you see, and this card is also saying the same thing. He's not happy from within. He is very emotionally challenged right now, and disturbed and sad, and it's a very sad energy which I'm sensing right now. He has no one where he can go and talk to them about what is happening between you guys, uh, and with this card, which is uh, courage, I'm sensing that this guy is trying his level best to come to you and talk to you, but he will need a lot of healing work done first in order to be at this stage where he can actually come to you, talk to you, resolve all the conflicts which are there within him right now. Because if I look at this card which is turning in, this guy is will actually come to a mind space where he will tune himself in. There's a lot of healing required from his side, and I think it's a very necessary uh, thing which this guy should be doing, and it will also happen. And after all this turmoil and sad and heavy energy, This guy will actually try and see a clear picture, and that will only happen when he will reflect within him. He actually has all the answers within him. He actually has a feeling of what is right and what is wrong in your connection. He he's he's actually he actually knows that whatever he did was wrong. He's just not able to get that confidence and courage to move forward. It's just sort of a energy block or a mental block which is happening here with these cards. And this card also says that he's not able to see the picture clearly. He's actually confused that what you actually appear to them is the truth or not. Sorry about my dog barking, guys. It's he's really crazy. So this person is actually in a dilemma, which is here and here. Also, he's confused whether to come to you, talk to you or not. He's actually also thinking you might have another person in your life. That's what he's thinking right now. And he's also getting a lot of answers from within. He's also trying to awaken his spiritual side. He's doing a lot of work within himself, and I think that is what is required as well, because of so much heavy energy which he is dealing with or dealt with. It's a time where uh, he'll find all his answers when he will tune in. And with the card of rebel here, I think there is someone or something, maybe his family or friends, who uh, who have an opinion about you. Maybe there is someone uh, who is constantly telling him something about you, or it could also be the kind of uh, effort or energy he needs to have in order to get the communication back with you. He actually needs to get into the space of a rebel in order to, you know, communicate with you again. And this card shows that there is a communication happening, but not very soon. Like, this guy has to actually do a lot of hard work within himself. He has to deal with all these energies which are blocking his mind, his own guilt, his own things which maybe he did in the past and is extremely guilty of, and a lot of healing which he is doing right now. This is the card which says that he has a lot of doubts which he needs to clear. He has a lot of undealt emotions which he needs to deal with. So there's a lot of, and I think it's very karmic also, um, because I'm sensing that whatever this person is going through is actually good for you guys. If you guys get in touch with again, or he communicates with you again, of course he will, but whenever he communicates with you again, tries to talk to you, or tries to get things sorted between you two, I think, or he has to go through this phase, because it's very much required in this connection. A little bit of maturity is what this guy needs to have. There's a lot of uh, maturity in literal sense. I wouldn't say that being so mature in your looks or something, but he with all this energy, healing, and facing, so this phase which is going in his life right now is was bound to happen, is what I'm getting a feel here. and he needs to get into this state of turning in. He actually has all the answers within. He knows that this connection is very important for him. He knows that uh, you know he knows that uh, he has to talk to you, he has to communicate to you, he has to be with you, he has all the answers within. It's just that whenever he tunes in, he'll find all the right answers. And when he finds all the right answers, and all this process will take a little bit time for him to get to a level of maturity which he needs to have as far as the relationship is going. And with this kind of energy, whenever he's ready, I think you'll feel it. And I think it will happen very sudden whenever this sort of uh, active energy, he's clean and he's refreshed, it's like he'll be recharged with a new energy. And there's a lot of courage, and which will happen. He might have to deal with a lot of things externally as well as internally. Maybe he has to fight with his family, or not like literal fight, but he has to go against something or someone to actually come to you and talk to you. And that is how that relationship will bloom or restart or uh, take shape. Yes. So I would suggest that let this guy heal himself and get to a state of maturity when he is very confident that he wants you and you are the one for him. And he'll come to you. He'll come to you whenever he's ready. Thank you so much, guys. This was for pile number 2. Let me know how did you find my reading in the comment section below. See you. Let's start with pile number 3, guys. This is for the ones who chose Green Aventurine here. Let's see what the cards have for you. Totality, Lovers, Nothingness, Stress, Laziness, Silence, Morality, Possibilities, and Change. I think this pile has the most number of major arcana cards here, which I'm seeing. And it's a what I'm seeing here is that you guys are. So this card here is a very beautiful card. Of course, it says the Lovers. You might be dealing with your soulmate or a twin flame connection here. It's like you guys are meant to be together types. So I'll say, well, I'll just see what is he going through, what is he feeling right now. This guy has actually not given up with this connection. He's in a state of confusion. Maybe you guys were together earlier and somehow stopped communicating with each other right now. And whenever you guys were together, it was a really wonderful time, and that is what he's being reminded of. You are on his mind all the time, is what I'm getting a sense. And now, when you guys have stopped talking to each other, he's so this guy hasn't lost hope as far as his connection with you is concerned. He's still seeing that there is a possibility of, rekindling the romance or reviving the relationship. he may also feel that you have someone in your life, or so this card morality here indicates or gives me a sense right now that he's thinking that you may have someone else in your life, and but he also thinks that this person you're with right now is not good enough. That's what he is thinking. That it's sort of a frivolous connection which will fade, and you're not able to see that right now, but he sees it. So this kind of a mental frame your guy is in. Also, with all these things happening, of him thinking uh, about you, uh, um, that you have someone already, then why should I put so much effort, and let me just chill and relax and do nothing. This is the kind of mental space which your guy is in, and all this thinking is actually stressing him out. He's thinking too much about things. He's trying hard not to think about it, not to think about, you know, uh, getting you back, or talking to you or starting a conversation. He's it's giving him a lot of stress. He's actually having a hard time to deal with all these things, because he uh, he thinks that he thinks that you are the one for him with this card. And what's stopping him is that, whether he should uh, just go and talk to you, or keep thinking about what he's thinking. Is he right or wrong? Whether he should, just be where he is, or he should just, move forward and, get in touch with you. And I think it's a very beautiful card which is here. Usually it could mean something else with a different sort of reading, but here what I'm feeling is that this guy is actually waiting for you to just lend a hand, and then he'll just catch you and leave everything behind, and you two will be together forever. That's the kind of emotional space he is in. This guy loves you. This guy is in love with you, and he's uh, he's just waiting for that moment when you two will be together. He's desperately waiting for that moment for you guys to be together, but right now he's just not actively acting on, you know uh, being in touch with you. He's just sort of taking, relaxing or chilling, not giving too much attention, but he's failing miserably. You are on his mind 24 by 7, and he cannot help it. Also, with this state of nothingness, because he doesn't know what to do, whether to talk to you, clear things out, or just be like this forever. This is the kind of space which he's in, but a lot of change and silence. So I see a lot of change happening with this relationship. Whatever he's thinking about you, whatever his feelings are making him do, a lot of stress his feelings are causing him. But somewhere deep down, he knows that he has a special connection with you. He knows that you are the one. There is this voice in his head, in his heart, which says that, you guys are meant for each other, but something happened, and he thinks that you may be probably enjoying your life with the, other people, maybe friends, or you have a boyfriend already, and there's no need of me, and all of those things. But it's going to change very soon, and he's coming to you, and he will come to you. He has to. There's no other thing. I think he just needs to uh, put some thought on what he's thinking, get his inner energies enlightened. He needs to get himself to that active, spiritual, enlightened mode for him to understand that you guys are meant to be together. It's what is destined. It's this change card, this silence card is giving me a feeling of absolute bliss. Soon I feel that all this is going to change. He's going to realize that it's a union which is made in heaven. It's some union which was meant to be, and the kind of calmness uh, you guys will experience, and it's also possible that he has felt this kind of sweet calm feeling when you guys were together, and he wants to go back into that phase again. He wants to be happy, he wants to feel happy with you. He wants to activate this connection, and I think it's a very beautiful set of cards, and the kind of feeling I'm getting right now is actually very happy, a very positive feeling, a very happy feeling of you know you two just being together. I think I don't need to say anything more here, and I totally feel that uh, this union is going to happen very soon. So let me know what did you guys think about the reading here. Please drop in your comments in the comment section below. So thanks a lot guys, and I'll be uploading more videos again very soon. So stay tuned to my channel. Please also press the subscribe button so that and hit the bell icon so that you know whenever I'm uploading a new video here again. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope I was able to clarify your doubts or give you an insight which you were looking to. Thank you so much guys.